What's up, everybody? Welcome to a Let's Play for Tales from Space Mutant Blobs Attack here on the PlayStation 3. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside Leah. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
Hello, what's up?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm this blob.
You are this blob.
Look at me blob around.
You're reviewing this game. Decades ago, I reviewed it on PlayStation Vita, and now it's finally coming to the PlayStation 3.
It's finally available on consoles. Now it's PS3 and Xbox 360.
Never heard of it. Wish I could say more about it, but I only know the PlayStation 3. What makes it so great this time around? Is it great this time around? I guess let's not jump right to it.
It is great this time around. I really liked it. I know that you really liked it when you first played it on the Vita.
I deemed it the best PlayStation Vita launch game, and it was probably the best PlayStation Vita game until Guacamelee and/or Persona. I forget which came first.
Which is made by the same people.
Right, yeah. Drinkbox Studios are the guys who did this. They did Guacamelee. They also did the original Tales from Space About a Blob, right? That's what it's called?
Right,
yeah.
something
Pretty
similar.
sure
They love the blobs.
Wait, now hold on a second. I haven't played it on PS3. Everything you just did was touchscreen based originally. You had to like push those barriers to throw your guy.
So you're not doing any touchscreen stuff here, obviously. You're just using the controller, but I feel like it controls really nicely on the PS3. I definitely got a good sense of that.
So for what you, okay, well, hold on. For what you're doing right there, how are you doing it?
How am I using that? I am using just the joysticks on the PS3 controller.
So the other stick counts now as the touchscreen.
Okay, so apparently that's the difference this time around.
I would assume
now
so.
There are some levels that use the motion controller on the
6-axis.
Yeah, exactly. And those are actually my least favorite levels in this experience, I would say. But, I mean, they're different. They add a little bit something special. Now, on the 360 version, you're just going to be using the joysticks for everything.
There you go. Can you turn off the motion control in this game?
No. But those are the only levels that you'll use them.
Drink box.
So, but I really like this. I mean, I love his little animations like you saw when I just kind of got zapped by those spikes there. Oh gosh.
That was the funny thing about this is watching them progress from About a Blob to Mutant Blobs Attack, and the fact that this game felt fun. You know what I mean? That was the problem. Don't get me wrong. I remember for what it was on the PSN when it came out, because they were a pub fun too. These guys were just getting started, Drinkbox Studios. It was fine, but then you compare it to this, and this was such a solid, awesome platformer.
Yeah, I mean, this one is really great. The levels are super fast. As you saw, we just went through that one really quick.
And you're a pro, so I mean, ladies and gentlemen, it'll take you longer at home. But Leah,
I'm a blob pro, as it were.
Miss Blob, they call her.
Yeah, except I didn't find any blob friends this level, which is something cool. I mean, that is, again, something that was in the Vita version, as you can go through and you find extra blobs as you're running through the game. I mean, I would say that not much other than the touch controls changed from the Vita version to the new version. There aren't any new levels or anything like that. I mean, there's the same amount. There's 24 levels, 6 zones. But, I mean, I think it's definitely a good, quick offering, fun to play, fun to just pick up real quick.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, for me, I loved this game, and now I'm happy that people can actually play it since so few people bought Vitas.
Right, and another thing is that, you know, it was really cheap when it came out on Vita, which was one of the reasons that, you know, a lot of people picked it up originally.
Yeah.
And it's only $7 now. So I got owned by this laser. This actual laser was one of the things that gave me a little bit of trouble earlier, but then I found this cool way to do it. Now I'm a pro. See, I'm gonna eat these moms.
Yeah. Of course, if you didn't know, you're eating stuff, getting bigger, going out, killing more.
Indeed.
You start as a tiny little blob.
In some levels, you start as a tiny blob, and then in other levels, you start as a little bit bigger. You're trying to go through, outrunning different things, platforming, using your different blob powers in order to, you know, get through levels.
See, so right there, you're using the control stick there.
Yes.
Okay.
Everything is the control stick.
Okay. Just making sure.
Pretty much, yeah.
See, I gotta ask these questions. I'm a journalist over here.
Get the tough answers. Blob answers.
The best answers are blob answers.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Blob lives with me on Team Fat.
Oh no.
Oh, you did not get enough on that.
Oh, so close, so close. But I mean, that's the gist of the game, is you're going through these different awesome types of puzzles. I found that there aren't really the same type of puzzle twice when you're going through. I was constantly surprised and sort of, I guess surprised is definitely the right word, just as, the different types of puzzles and platforms and different sort of things that you're doing and going through, even though, you know, you're still just
same mechanic in different ways, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That was a big part of it for me too. Is like I felt like you watch it for 2 seconds, you get the mechanics. All right, I'm gonna eat this till I get big enough to do that. But somehow Drinkbox does it where every corner is a little bit different. There's a little bit something.
It's a little different. It's a little quirky. It's a little funny. Like you're going through different sections of Earth basically, and eventually you get so big that you.
Spoilers.
I don't want to spoil anything, but. I mean, it's definitely worth playing through to the very end, and it doesn't take you that long to do so.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I definitely recommend this one. I mean, some folks around the office were like, what are you playing when I first started? But as I got, was playing a little bit more. Boom. We already completed another level. I definitely liked it more as I kept going. So, yeah, this is the PS3 version of Tales from Space Mutant Blobs Attack. Thanks for joining me.
No problem. Thanks for joining me, Leah. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of Tales from Space Mutant Blobs Attack? Let us know in the comments. Then make sure you share this video with your friends and continue to support Drinkbox Studios and whatever crazy-ass game they come up with next time.
Bye.
Bye.